Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Peace, love, and positivity to you. My name is Sohum, and today I'll be reacting to Gerry Rafferty for the very first time. Gerry is a Scottish singer-songwriter made famous in the 70s, and he's famous for quite a variety of genres. I couldn't quite nail which one was his most popular, but I've got the list here. He's famous for soft rock, folk, pop, jazz, and blues, just to name a few. So I really have no idea where we're going to start with this one or where we'll go. Oftentimes when it comes to these artists capable of so many genres, they tend to blend them together in each of their songs or just take complete 180 turns from track to track. It really depends on who you frequent, but over here on the channel, Sohum Reactions, we listen to anything and everything. So super excited to jump into this today. But before we do, a massive thank you goes to Russell for this reaction request and for bringing some Gerry to the channel. Now, my friends, let's jump into it, starting with Baker Street. I don't know why my immediate thought is Pat Metheny. Kind of this esoteric environment he created. Okay. Was not expecting sax to rip through this. Rattlesnake, Wild Wild West. Oh. Light in your head and dead on your feet. Well, another crazy day. You'll drink the night away and forget about everything. This city desert makes you feel so cold. It's got so many people, but it's got no soul, and it's taking you so long. So many people, no soul. Wow. Picking up on like a bittersweetness in this song, even though like melodically there's a bit of warmth. The lyrics convey that bit of isolation. You used to say that it was so easy, but you're trying now. Another year and then you'd be happy. Just one more year and then you'd be happy, but you're crying. You hear the warmth in the strings here? I really like the ripping of the saxophone in this. That is iconic sounding. Way down the street there's a light in its place. I like that the immediate follow-up to like this massive sax sound, which brings a lot of its own exogenous energy into this song. We're right back to this, like, I wouldn't say timid section, but this rather reserved, quietly upbeat section, which is interesting because, like, again, the song has this underlying sadness to it, this melancholy, but the musicality conveys something a bit brighter. So like the combo of those two, that's where I get bittersweet from.
Way down the street there's a light in his place. He opens the door, he's got that look on his face, and he asks you where you've been. You tell him who you've seen, and you talk about anything. He's got this dream about buying some land. He's gonna give up the booze and the one night stands, and then he'll settle down.
Turn his life around, it seems.
You know,
it's like detachment from the world now. Just live a peaceful life.
He's never gonna stop moving, 'cause he's rolling, he's the rolling stone. When you wake up, it's a new morning. The sun is shining, it's a new morning. And you're going home.
I love the sax here. It's the rip roaring. I can't shake the Pat Metheny feel. It's less jazzy than that, but it definitely has the notes. Oh, nice. As if the rip-roaring sax wasn't enough, we get the electric guitar powering. Sounds like a laser beam cutting through this one. Oh, the 1-2, it's perfect. Was it fading out? Interesting. I guess I wasn't expecting it to fade out, but I feel like now if I think about the one-upsmanship between the sax and the guitar, we did get that crescendo feel. I don't know. I want to say this is the kind of song that has both a early morning and late night feel. So maybe the best time to listen to a song like this is around like 3 to 5 a.m., something of that sort. It's the saxophone and guitar that definitely like kick you into full gear, but I like how reserved everything else feels. Even though it's all very pretty melodically, it's still simple. I feel like it then draws your focus not to the, let's say, virtuosity or any of these kind of elements in songsmanship, musicianship, but more so the themes of the lyrics. And that's where I feel like a lot of the emotional weight comes from, and then is accentuated by the saxophone. So you think of the song, I think of themes of disillusionment, of isolation, of reflection, of asking the question, is this how life is supposed to turn out? Am I supposed to just sort of rest on my laurels and live the life maybe expected of me, or that comes easier to me because what I really want is too unattainable or too out of my reach. So to me, it's almost this song about quiet, what would the word be? Like quiet devastation. It's like the slow erosion of your dreams to the point where now you don't even view your current self as being the version that your previous self vowed you'd never become. You know, maybe when you're in your younger years, you said, I would never give up on these dreams. I will always push and make my dreams a reality. And then when that reality comes, 10, 15 years down the line, you say, okay, maybe it wasn't meant for me, and cope in that direction. Of course, there's a lot of practicalities to life in the way that things turn out. It's not as easy as being able to commit to everything that you've ideated once and then brought to fruition, but you do need to kind of take a fair accounting of all that unfolds in our own life if we're going to ever take an honest look and then learn from that to move forward. Because maybe it's not this dream that is going to be successful, but because of what you learned in failing chasing this dream, you actually achieved the dream that, was more meant for you, something like that. But this is a beautiful song. Definitely for me, the saxophone and guitar are the standouts here, but really fun, warming melodies too. Pretty easy to kind of grab onto. But yeah, let's check out the second song here. This is Right Down the Line. I can say I already like the vibe of this. I feel like I'm on like a, island country, just enjoying the beautiful scenes. Very soft, rocky. Reminded of Mark Knopfler.
Woman, right down the line. I know how much I lean on you, only you can see the changes that have been true.
Oops, sorry guys.
You got that hold over me. Long as I got your love, you know that I'll never leave. When I wanted you to share my life, I had no doubt in my mind. And it's been you, woman, right down the line. I know how much I lean on you, only you can see.
Like a love letter being recited.
I've left a mark on me. You've been as constant as a northern star, the brightest light that shines. It's been you.
Notice the components that go into making this sound as lovely as it does. You have this very consistent strumming pattern in the electric guitar, the same chord progression, and this kind of like synth sound that you hear populating the atmosphere around creates a lot of that beautiful air that we just love to live within. And if you're any vocalist, any guitarist, any instrumentalist, you view that air as a sort of playground to do whatever you would like to. And you can craft great minor melodies doing that. In my own practice, I've done that so many times with countless songs that probably don't need it, but I've done it. I feel like Right Down the Line has all of the right bones for a song that is, coverable, that can be sung in big big concert halls, in intimate settings. This song to me feels very emotionally and melodically flexible in that regard.
The brightest light that shines, it's been you, woman, right down the line. I just wanna say this is my way.
Wow, listen to that warmth.
You everything
What a
I could
harmony.
never say before. Yeah, this is my way of telling you that every day I'm loving you so much more, 'cause you believed in me
Nice.
through my darkest night. Put something better inside of me. You brought me into the light. Threw away all those crazy dreams. I put them all behind, and it was you, woman,
Yeah.
right
It's like she is his
down the
comfort,
line.
she is his peace, she is that stability, that lifeline for him he can constantly reach to. Oh, dude, this is gorgeous. Dude, that, ladies and gentlemen, is why clean electric guitar will never go out of fashion. Oh.
I just wanna say this is my way.
I just want to quickly, I'll replay it here. I just want to draw your attention to the transition with the piano chords being introduced and then returning back to the chorus with everything, all of the vocals, guitar, and piano. So we have this quietness, just the electric guitar.
I just wanna say
Step into that
this
progression
is my way
and then
of
stamp that moment.
telling you everything I could never say before. Yeah, this is my way of telling you that every day I'm loving you so much more. If I should doubt myself, if I'm losing ground,
This is such a vibe, dude.
I won't turn to someone else. They'd only let me down. When I wanted you to shape my life, I had no doubt in my mind. And it's been you, woman, right down the line.
I like that. Through his reflection, he's figured it out that this person is for me. They hold me down. They keep this ship moving. Otherwise, I'd fall apart right at the seams. January 4th, 2011. So how old was he? So 53, 64. Wow. Rest in peace, Gerry. That is another beautiful song. I feel like this one, not having saxophone, it felt like more of a straight up love song, recounting his devotion to the person that he's chosen, who has also chosen him. I feel like it is so clarifying whenever you've found that one person in your life. You just know, like, oh, I want to put all of my eggs in this basket, because why would I not be the most loving, authentic, real version of myself with them? Because if we plan to live an entire life together, well, I better be the best version of myself. I better show up every single day, even when I have less in the tank. And in this instance, he sees the value in her, but is also very explicitly saying, this is how valuable you are to me. You have been that, he says, like, right down the line, but I think of line more in the terms of like lifeline. If you were to like take all of the different events in your life, and some are going to be really great, some are going to be really terrible, and if you average all of those across the years and the trend is up with that person rather than without them, that is a person worth keeping in your life. Now, of course, counterfactuals aren't as easy to calculate as I would imply with that statement, but when you know, you know. And to me, this song is more so a representation of the love that he has. It is a very gentle song. I love that the electric guitar also stays gentle. It's a very soft rock song through and through. Beautiful melody, chill sections. They work for me very well. Love that one from Gerry. Let's check out the last song here. This one is, I didn't show you guys the timestamp I was looking at. April 16th, 1947 to January 4th, 2011. But let's check out the last song of the day. This one is Get It Right Next Time. Those are the four notes. That is an interesting descending melody. And over the top, I'm hearing this looping distant siren. It's almost like a fish kind of sound effect. P-H-I-S-H. Distant saxophone. Drum beat is still cooking.
Out on the street, I was talking to a man. He said there's so much but there's nothing mine that I don't understand. You shouldn't worry, I said that ain't no crime. Cause if you get it wrong, you'll get it right next time.
If you get it wrong, you'll get it right next time. That's life, right? We make mistakes, we learn from the mistakes. Super catchy melodies from Gerry.
You need direction, yeah, you need a name. When you're standing at the crossroads, every highway looks the same. After a while, you get to recognize the signs. So if you get it wrong, you get it right next time.
Yeah, he's like talking about this is how you'll learn from your mistakes. Whenever you are at the crossroads, you deliberate, you do your best. You make the wrong call, okay, learn from it and move on. Rather than staying at the crossroads permanently or not learning from it at all.
Life is a liar, yeah, life is a cheat. It'll lead you on and pull the ground from underneath your feet. No use complaining, don't you worry, don't you whine. Cause if you get it wrong, you'll get it right next time.
There's a tiny engine at the bottom of this song. It just keeps us bouncing. Dude, what a ferocious beard he has. All the way down here. I'd say the saxophone is quieter in this song compared to the first, but I like that it all has this kind of quieted feel. It's a bit subdued.
When you believe there's no mountain you can climb, and if you get it wrong, you get it right next time. Next time.
That is so catchy to me. I like this song. It's very encouraging. They are cooking, but it's like they're quietly cooking, you know? It's not too loud, it's not too in your face. know why I was like momentarily reminded of the Edward Winters group. Cool, man. Gerry Rafferty. Yeah, there you have it. That was Get It Right Next Time. I would say out of the 3 songs, that was definitely the most chill. Something about the simplicity and that descending melody that gets established very early on and just appears in all of the moments following the choruses. It feels like a sort of resetting of the song right back to whence we came. And I think if you think of like how the structure of the song could be used as a metaphor for the lyrics here, you think like, yeah, anytime that you make a mistake or, don't make a mistake, you can still learn from what you did before. And by the time you're at the new crossroads, whether you know it's crossroads or not, you probably make at least a more informed decision. Definitely reflection comes into play, because if you were to do everything based on feeling, then, you may be led astray and your emotional biases may unfortunately take you down the wrong path. But that's just the thing. Life is full of moments where we momentarily go down the wrong path. The trick is to recognize that that's happening as quickly as you can, so that you can make choices earlier on that set your path back on the right, in the right direction. And the thing is, like, there's a whole assumption baked into this cake that says, well, you should know what direction is good for your life or not. And the thing is, you may not really know that is good for you until you experience the place that you're in life. So there's this saying, like, it's better to learn from the mistakes of others than to learn from your own mistakes. And wisdom is to learn from the mistakes of others. Intelligence is to learn from your own mistakes. It's a combination of both that will bring you closer to the place that you would like to be, which is just closer to yourself. Whatever is compatible with you, yeah, you'll get it right next time. And that to me is a hopeful message, because you can sort of mind fudge yourself into believing that whatever's going terribly wrong right now, whatever that situation is, it will continue to be that way, because it could just as easily stay that way for as long as you feel it could. And therefore now the belief you have is about how things are just going to be terrible forever. But we are active agents in our own life, capable of change. Despite change being very hard, it's something that we kind of need to do. And sometimes the most difficult crossroads to confront are the ones that require deep introspection about who we are, how we truly feel, what we truly believe about ourselves, about what we envision our life to look like. And then we can make the best, most informed decision at these various crossroads. You could say this is an extension of the point, but people could say, like, to be stuck at the crossroads, to have that extended period of indecision, is always the wrong decision. Sometimes it's also better to wait, and waiting to make a decision is the decision, just so long as you're doing things, I feel like, with doing things in an active way, not as a passive actor in your own life. I'm pretty sure you'll be good and you'll get it right next time, or at least eventually. But this was a fun song. I think out of the 3 tracks today, my favorite was probably Baker Street, and then I might give it to the melody and write down the line. But let me know what your thoughts are on Gerry, on these 3 tracks today, in the comments section. But thank you all for watching. If you'd like to request a reaction yourself, you can always do so by using the first link in the description box below. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.